Okay, so now I'm going to do a Dpofirs store. I think it's from Sunbow is the company name, and it's a T3 Live sound card. Here's the picture from Amazon site, and I guess it's letter option C from the Dpofirs store for almost 40 bucks, so 39 bucks.
Initial assessment.
Hold on.
Turn that echo down. No. There we go. Initial assessment. Very quality, heavy. They have got weights in this thing or something. Got a nice interface. The lettering is a little small, but yeah, it's got very obvious input stuff on here. Plenty of input options. Let me show you just the unboxed picture, just to show what it had in it, and talk through any of that if it's relevant. Let's see. And this is it. They've got all red cables, so I guess black and red is their branding so far. It's also good. It did not come with the mic. That was a downside. Let me get back to the original setting.
Woman's voice. KTV mode.
Well, it starts on KTV mode. That's the first one. And then it kind of goes over and jumps down. It kind of jumps around. It's a little partially unintuitive, but overall, it's decent. Let's see. So KTV, this is the typical one for karaoke. If you want to sing along, you hook your phone into it. This does not have Bluetooth, so you have to direct connect it. And it's got, I'll show you the manual. So it's got some pretty intuitive pictures in there as far as what you connect where, since it shows pictures. But the nice thing is it actually has what others don't. Typically they just have a headset and maybe a mic. This one has a headset, mic, and headphones, which I'm using as speaker out. I'm just going to an amplified external speaker. This is not a personal amp. It's just like a Bluetooth amp with a 3.5 millimeter input as well. So, that said, yeah, it starts off on KTV. I'm going to turn up the echo. Turning up the echo. Okay. And now my echo is maxed out. But it's alright, it's not overwhelming. But KTV could be it's not even really echo, it's more of a reverb. Just a heavy reverb. Okay, so I'm going to jump to the next mode. And the mode button is a little odd in placement. It's just down here in the mix. So I'm going to go ahead and press that.
Sound mode.
And it's just called sound mode, and it doesn't have a description. This is even more reverb. I'm in a very large cavernous cave. So I'm going to turn down. Okay, now no more reverb. Okay, just sounds like a normal voice. The next one I think is original.
Original sound mode.
Original sound mode. I think sounds pretty much the same. Let me crank up some echo on this, and there's no echo. Okay, so it's just original sound mode. Okay, fine.
KTV mode.
It jumped back to KTV mode.
Sound mode.
Sound mode.
Original sound mode.
Original sound mode.
KTV mode.
Now, there was something distinctly different with the echo on sound mode. Let me try this again.
Sound mode.
Okay, here we go. There's kind of a... It's not just an echo, it's kind of a... Like there's... It's bouncing off of flexible metal. Anyway. To get down to the other bits, I have to press inflection. So it doesn't have a male-female option, it just has inflection.
Original sound mode.
Okay.
Okay, original sound mode. So it doesn't have male-female, it just has something called inflection. And this is, inflection is male-female, monster, which sounds like robot on the other ones, which is more like Cybermen, which is basically a monster-y sound. It's just an uber deep voice. And then it goes to kids and baby or something like that. But you get one of each. There's no pick a man and then change bass and whatever. It gives you one. That's it. Although it actually sounds pretty good. Some of the other ones just basically sound like this, and this one actually sounds good.
Woman's voice.
So now I'm on woman's voice. And to me, let me see. Is there an echo on this? Okay. It's got a little weird tinge that I'm hearing. Maybe I've got it turned up too much. Turning monitor down. Okay. But it sounds realistic. Other than this kind of electronic sound that I'm hearing, that I didn't hear the first time I tested it. Anyway, I think it actually is a pretty quality sound. I wouldn't need to change inflection. I'd be happy with this one. Okay, I'm going to jump to male, and fortunately, it won't sound uber deep on me, even though I've got a deep voice.
Men's voice.
Men's voice. So it just drops me down a few octaves. It's, let's see, it was a little poppy. Is it my, let's see, nope. Maybe my mic is turned up. Perhaps it's the fault of my mic. Nope, it's popping again. Okay, so anyway, this is the one men's voice it offers, and it just needs to stop popping. It didn't do this when I tested it. Maybe my mouth is too much on the mic. Maybe I was talking too much. I don't know. Anyway, so it's all right. Let's see, would this be viable for a beta? Would this be viable for a beta for me? Why is it popping like that? Not sure if it's the mic. I didn't have this problem before. Let's see if I can get some echo on here. No, echo does not work on this one when it comes to inflections. Jump to the next one.
Child's voice.
Child's voice. Yeah, this doesn't sound like a child. This is the one option you get, and it's weird. It's Lollipop Guild. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Next one.
Monster voice.
Monster voice. This is super deep. Not overly so, but still super deep. And it's the one option you get. Change your goal. No, doesn't do anything. No, doesn't do anything.
Woman's voice.
Okay, now we're back to woman's voice. Okay, so those are the inflections. The other stuff is stuff associated with connecting your phone. I don't have a phone connector for my iPhone, but it's got the same stuff that most of the other ones do, like the i9. It's got a side step, which lowers your voice. Hold on.
KTV sound original sound mode.
So it's got sidestep, which will lower if you're playing music from your phone, it'll lower the music down as you're talking and then raise the music back up so you can hear the person talk. It's got something called articular gyrus, and you'll see it right now.
Close auricular virus. Open auricular virus.
Okay, so basically it'll cut off the speaker's audio. So it does have a live out, and the live out is what you send to your phone or whatever, or your computer or game console, and that's where it will still continue to pass the voice. This articular gyrus is all about assuming that you've got a headset plugged in. So it's just, I don't want to hear me talk. I only want to hear the other person. So it'll still pass your audio with your whatever manipulation you've got going on to the game console or whatever. Okay, so that's what that's about. So this is the only device I've seen that actually does that. That's not something I need in particular because I'd run this to an external speaker. But for your use case, yeah, I can see how that makes sense. I don't want to hear don't send my own voice to my headphones. Don't do that. Then this will do that. So that's kind of cool.
Rise C major.
So this does have what it calls electric music, which I would say is quasi like auto-tune concept where it will alter your voice to a specific frequency. I'm not sure if you heard it, what it just said. Let me see if this is all the way. Let me turn down my mic. And, okay, now you can kind of hear it. Hello. I'm going to go through the...
D major. Rise D major. E major. Rise E major.
Hello. What is going on here? So you get the point.
F major. G major. Rise G major.
Okay. So then you could sing at that particular frequency or talk at that frequency or whatever. I don't think that would quite do a male-female, although you could get minor adjustments in your own audio.
A major. Rise A major. B major.
B major. Anyway, okay. Back to original.
KTV sound original sound mode. Accompany.
So this is just, it has a button on here that's called accompany. That's just a matter of turning on and off your accompaniment audio. So that would be wherever you plug in your phone or something to feed music into this. Then it's got just a few sound effects down at the bottom. This one I think is the same as the i9. I don't see any use in that, and I don't know why it's on most of these. It's got one called Kiss that's completely different. It's got one called Guffaws. PUBG. I'm not sure what this is, but it's kind of funny. I'm not sure what you'd use that for. PUBG. In the manual it just says PUBG. No explanation. Okay, and then laughing. It sounds a little more genuine than some of the other voice changer things, although you can hear the cutoff at the end. It just cuts it too soon. Applause. That reminds me of Talk Soup, or whatever that is that used to be on Comedy Central. Whatever. Anyway, just like a handful of people in the studio clapping for you and screaming. Whatever. That's it. So that's it. this thing, it feels really quality. It has a lot of potential. They trimmed capabilities in some areas where I wish they didn't. But anyway, I think it does have benefits, and it feels really heavy duty. Anyway, so if it helped out, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. Take care. I'm out.